And it looks like we are live. Holy crap, we're back. Playoffs day 2. How's everyone doing tonight? Of course, right now we are kind of just waiting for things to start up. We got a few more minutes before things go live, but let's see if the group is ready. And such. Let's actually, so tonight, kind of changing it up, I have the awesome Pigbay with me tonight for post commentary and post analysis of games, if we have time, of course. Let's see if Pigbay is there. If he wants to pop in.
Yep, I'm here, listening.
What's up? Yep, we're live. So, I'm just waiting to get invited to the first game, but of course, looks like streams are all good and steady on all 3 platforms. Hopefully everyone's views are good. Perfect. Cool. It looks like we have our first invite. Perfect. So I make sure we've got everything going. So first games are Pegleg versus Resius, which we actually watched both of them yesterday. So 1 second, I will switch it over to the view soon. So we're doing best of 3. And it looks like we've got enough in here. Let's switch it over to in-game mobile. So Pigbay, first off, what do you think? Yoho versus L4, basically.
Well, now both of them are serious contenders. I've played against both of them, and it's hard to pick one side. Honestly, they're both have very good players. So.
Oh yeah, they are both up and ready. It looks like. So I know obviously Pigbay can't watch at the exact same speed, but from what we can tell right now, we've got 2 Jervises, a Duca, a Sinop, a Poltava, and an Ashtaka on the Yoho side. On the L4 side, got a few little kind of swaps outs here. Let's see what we got here. Looks like 2 DDs, Jervises, Florida, Poltava, Shores, and a Belfast. Okay. Interesting. Definitely Jervises are showing their power. Let's see. It's gonna get this stuff up and running. Okay, waiting for full ready. So tonight is going to be a little bit different. Yesterday, obviously, we had a little bit of round robin, just one game, kind of get the levels and tiers of everything. Tonight, it's best of 3. So we are getting a little more head-to-head, getting everything ready. So just waiting for the... Yeah, there we go. So we have Cage, Epicenter, New Dawn, and Friar's Lantern. We are going in. Alright. Going dark. Okay, so Yoho versus L4. Let's see how this goes. We've got precisely on each side pretty much a very comparable setup on each 2 DDs, 2 cruisers, 3 battleships. So pretty similar. Let's pop it back up here. We do have the Issei, which was shown as clutch yesterday, but with this being Epicenter, it's kind of going to be a little bit different. Now, of course, the first DDs and cruisers are going to be contesting the outer ring, and we'll see as things start moving in. Of course, Issei's already got its abilities out. Whoa! Uh-oh. Server's having issues or something. What happened here? Okay. Never mind. Pigbay, you want to check on server issues? Everyone just bombed out.
Let me check.
What the crap happened there? Okay, having a little bit of fun stuff. Everyone's still here. We lost one. Okay, so sorry. Technical difficulties here. There we go.
Server seems to be fine. I'm on it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Yeah. Let's see. That was weird. And we do have some swap outs. We do have a Belfast coming in and such. What is going on here? Clayton, thank you for the like. Hopefully we get this back on here. How's it going, Clayton? How's everyone's night's going? Of course, we are still setting up for the first game because we just had a really weird thing going on there. It seems like a lag out issue or something. Seems like we're ready again. Alright, so once again, let's redo this. Yep, let's go back in on this. We have exactly... Actually, I'll just keep this open. From what we got here, we've got very balanced teams. We do have one team rolling an Issei, which we did see was very, very nice. Yeah, they did. Yep, Yoho brought back the Issei. So... pop this up again. Let's go back to this. So Matty Boy once again in that Issei going there. Thank you, Way, for the like. From here, as we can tell, once again, Epicenter, you want to take that outer ring cap and you want to, as those DDs, we got Jervis on Jervis action tonight with both of them looking straight in on that middle cap, because whoever can control the middle 2 caps tends to win. It's the battleships who win the third and outer ring specifically. So let's see, it looks like we have a bit of a standstill here. Of course, the faster battleships are getting in there. Matty Boy's taking his time, which makes sense. You don't want to expose that Issei too early, but they definitely have the spots early on, seeing exactly what the team comp is, where everything is. That's kind of the point of the Issei, and kind of showing that as I believe the Asian server earlier on today also got to see a good amount of Issei play here. We've got the middle cap kind of getting pushed back. There we go. Now we've got that. With the advanced directed, it looks like look good, you're dead. Seems to be holding back through along with Super Saiyan. Once again, here's the power of the Issei. These are not torps to actually hit anything. These are divisionary torps, kind of to push people in certain ways, get them certain areas, kind of make them think a little bit less about shooting and more about moving. As we can tell, we're seeing a bit of a firefight between Duca and a few of the battleships. It's a very slow game off the bat. People have to kind of figure out, see where they can break away. Let's see. Yep, Matty Boy is opening fire. Isai is a very powerful flamethrower, so they have to watch out for that. As we can tell, it's starting them fires. So, let's see. Oh, we doing over here? We got Ron Swanson holding his own along with Sinop, which also has been kind of a contestable pick. Mako is not looking good. Either he's dead in the water or he's lagged out on that because they are taking advantage of that. There we go. First Jervis is down. The middle cap has been taken, but now they should be able to take the second cap along inside there because people just aren't in there. They can kind of push in there if they want to with Night Chris with the Belfast. They got the Poltava holding it right now, along with the Jervis right there to maybe start to pull it back. They're holding it right there. Let's see. Yep. So realistically, what we're watching right now is basically two turtles go up against each other. It's who's going to be able to hit them, who's going to hit the more shots, who's going to hit the more decisive angles and stuff, and also where you're going to see the flanks. That's what I'm waiting for some of the Jervises to open up, but they're screening right now for their entire fleet. So that'll be very good to see exactly where they go. While we do have a Florida starting to make a move on the side, that's Florida versus Poltava. And the Poltava with Ron Swanson, that's a deadly combo, but he does have a Cinna backup where over here we've got multiple ships that are kind of using cover, holding back, but what they're shooting at is DDs, which that's not exactly what they're best at shooting at. They need to be brawling with those battleships. Here you got Matty Boy just absolutely dropping bombs on things. Florida's taking a good amount of hits while Ron Swanson's in good, pretty much health. Let's watch those shells go right in. Decent damage. But as we're holding up, we got a Shores here to the great fire starter at tier 7. But yep. So right now Yoho has the main two caps on the outside ring and the inside ring. There isn't much pressure between the inside ring, but as you can tell, Look Your Dead's staying back, just poking. He probably took a little bit too many pot shots and maybe need to hide up, especially with that Belfast pushing in on there. Florida is down, as you can tell. He kind of pushed it, but of course Ron Swanson is burning from that Shores, so that's going to hurt a little bit. But Yoho is pushing in. It looks like they're giving up that middle cap just a little bit, or they're going to hold it. They're going to kind of poke around in it. Perfect. So you can tell right here, once again, Issei, you got to watch out for it, is a very good HE monster. So they are pushing in. They're constantly putting in. They are putting a Belfast and a Poltava right there. But as you can tell, once again, the Jervis Torps are going right in. Those are a very good salvo of Torps, getting kind of a decent spread. Absolutely putting right there. Pop, 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 and such. 3 down to none. Ooh, L4. RCS definitely turtled a little bit differently, and they lost a few key players along with the Shores. But Ron Swanson isn't doing so well over here. He's a few fires away from going down. He's got to stealth up and hold up. Super Saiyan has been trying to hold up the middle with some good Torp dispersion, sending one here. So, yep. And as we can tell, Wehrmark is going down, but Super Saiyan's pretty close. Let's see, can they get him? Doesn't look to be. Of course, when they Look You're Dead, launching out some diversionary torps, Wehrmark is going down right there. I've lost another 1 to 4 with the Shores probably following pretty close to see. You're starting to see the focus firing, and you're starting to also see the torps that are going out from the Jervis to absolutely spread out people. Get them moving, get only their front gun shooting at them. So Ron Swanson has gone down a while back. Sorry, I missed that. But that kind of makes sense. While Matty Boy's just sitting there, just burning people down. Issei's not very good at tanking damage, but obviously they can hold its own. Shores is pulling away. Ooh, it is not looking good for Reese's. Let's see. We're doing. Yep, they are holding cover very well, swapping out. Oof. African may be in a pickle right here, but the shores just went down. We've got Night Chris and Al Gypsy. He's getting real super close. Look at those torps. At this range, you can't miss, especially with these good of players. Just absolute stream of just pain of 10 torpedoes. That's rough. Matty Boy's, of course, going to go and clean that up, along with Night Chris absolutely getting just straight up annihilated. Can they finish it up? Matty Boy finishing it off there. That was a very good play. Very good play. Yep. So they held back. They did it right, and they also pushed the right flank. So this is definitely 2 turtles that you definitely have to be wary of. But, of course, that was just one game. Best of 3. Yep, very good battle. Very good battle. Pigbay, what are you thinking right now with 2 turtles on that?
Right, so my thoughts on that. Basically, Yoho did a great job there, especially so with the Issei pick, they value spotting, right? And here's what the Issei brings to the table, especially when you're playing with a bunch of guys that you trust and not randoms, is if you spot someone, your team's going to shoot at them. You know what I mean? Say in a regular battle, that's not going to happen. But this is the kind of level of play that we're looking at when you bring an Issei to the table. So doing that, spotting out where the team was, the ability to take the middle cap and hold the outer cap, and then knocking down that Florida on the left who got caught out, it kind of started the downfall. Red team pushed in. It was kind of too late at that point, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Definitely great play on the flanks on attacking the turtles. We are going right back into game, so let's do this. So, any changes on the setup? It looks like basically not much. They're going right back in. Similar setup. 2 DDs, 2 cruisers, 3 battleships. Once again, we got an Issei in play, which is coming in clutch on so many different things. Let's bring this back up. Pull up. So on this map, we are looking at a split decision, is which way are you going to send your fleets, which way are you going to send your firepower, and how will that handle? You might want to send someone in the middle where it's kind of Gypsy's looking kind of like a, nope, never mind. Actually, I think it's going to be 3 versus 4 versus 3 versus 4. That's a very interesting setup. It looks like they're basically both giving up on B. I would not be surprised if actually a lone battleship just kind of goes B and just quickly caps it. Or if not, one of the DDs specifically turn over and go over there once they kind of realize that they're pushing on a superior firepower. So this will be quite interesting, as right now we have got 2 different teams kind of going up against superior firepower on that situation. We do have a Duca Breezy. Ooh, 1 torpedo on Alcour. Over here, Yeti's taking a good amount of damage in the Belfast over here. That's a very good early shutdown with how powerful the Belfast can be. Let's see. Yep. Look, You're Dead is definitely having to run from C, but it looks like the contention at A cap is tight, but they definitely have C. A is being taken over by L4 and Resius. As you can tell, it does seem like basically Weremark's, he's slowing down, but he might be wanting to take B. B is definitely going to do that. There you go. Ron Swanson's kind of eking towards B. Let's see how that goes. And such. Once again, we're seeing kind of a slow turtle. Like, hey, let the bombers kind of do a little bit of damage. Yeti's taking a good amount of hits. He definitely taking a good amount. But right here, Super Saiyan's got a nice stream. Let's see if Weremark actually runs into those, as that's a pretty gutsy idea at this level of skill play. Typically, you're going to want to once again spread them out a little bit. And right there, you can see none of them. Absolute fishies go right by their target and such. Yeti's holding up, as Yeti is in a real bad state. Down here, looking at this fleet down here, as you can tell, we got Florida kind of sitting back, pulling back, letting those fires burn out, heal up, but we've got 2 caps to 1 and such. Look, You're Dead's kind of stuck in the middle of a bad situation right here, in my opinion. but he does have torps out. Maybe he's going to take one on the shores, but that's about it. Yep. So they keep on burning down the Florida. Up here, we've got a larger force over here on L4 pushing on this. Absolute great job. Ron Swanson's getting hit from multiple sides and such. The Poltava is showing off its strengths of its accuracy and such. Right here, we've got a good group of enemies. They're doing a nice wide spread, a lot quicker than dropping one torp at a time on this. So, hey, might as well hit a few times rather than missing all of them or taking too much time and getting yourself killed. Oh, we might have El Curo going down. The Florida just got taken down as well. Over here, oh, those are some nice torps from the Jervis right on Al Gypsy. Let's see, keeping a hold and C. Down over here, we've got Matty Boy burning and Yeti running for his life, trying to keep up. Night Chris is doing very well in the Belfast, which is a very clutch play. We got some torpedoes going out. Let's kind of follow these fishies in. Ooh, look, you're dead. Just, oof. Gotta watch out. It's, you know, the Jervis ain't invincible and such. This is a very good play. We're at 2-1 right now, with right now that Jervis being the lowest on that team, where there's a lot of low health targets on Yoho's team. Ooh, that was an absolute smack on the Synop. Kind of showing the armor issue that the Synop has, but the power of the Synop's very good. It can kind of be a swap out for the Poltava, but not necessarily and such. Down here, we got Matty Boy still burning up on that. He's probably going to be running out of planes soon. Yeti's finally healed up, so maybe that can actually give a good amount. And as we can tell right here, we've got a good amount of torp spread, but I have a feeling maybe two. Once again, we're still talking about very good players here. Super Saiyan is pushing in once again on Wehrmark. Let's see down here quickly. Yep, Africans trying to pull away as much as possible. El Gypsy's definitely taking a darn good beating from Yeti, but Yeti's going island to island. Matty Boy is just sitting there, just like he's burning, but he's doing good. He's doing good. Let's see. Yep, I think they're all aiming for Gypsy right now to try to take him out, while African and Yeti are definitely taking some damage, but looking pretty good. I think with 2 fires, that's pretty much sell. Yep, there he goes. Poltava down. We got 2-3 along with Yeti, unfortunately. Yeti going down right there. We got Ron Swanson and Super Saiyan going back there. We have a contestation at C between a Shores and a Duca. Let's keep on seeing how they're going. It looks like they're going after Night Chris right now in order to take it on. Oh, Ron Swanson. Oh, right. There. Taken down. Ouch. That was a little bit rough. That's something you have to watch out with the Jervis. With that amount of torps, you just sometimes sending them off just does enough. Down here, you can tell we've got African pushing on that with Duca, taking on Captain over down there. We got Wehrmark. Wehrmark is still at near full health. That's a dangerous ship to be on, and absolute firing right on Super Saiyan. Not enough. But as we can tell, Wehrmark keeps on absolutely dodging those torps. So we'll have to see that. Night Chris is pulling back along with Yo, are holding back and healing. Africans goes down from the shore. Ooh, this is a tight one. This is a very tight one right here. Matty Boy. So there goes another one. So, in my opinion, where we're starting to kind of get in this battle is you're starting to see that, like, as much as Issei is great for spotting power, it can't do much damage. It can do a lot of fire damage, but there's better ships at it, and you have to have that ship pull back. So, as we can tell, this has been some tight battles. Ooh, yep, they got a nice little trade at the end, potentially, but very good play on their part. That was a fun game to watch, but Resius taking out the win on this one. Let's bring back Pig Bay on this one because, wow, Wehrmark 103k. Nice freaking work there. Along with Night Chris absolutely holding out and taking that out. Great game. So, Pigman, what are you thinking? That was a tight game.
It was a tight game. In terms of ships, there was about a 200-point deficit, and that just is straight from caps, right?
Yeah.
Holding the caps wins games. I would have liked to see Yoho push a little more on that far right cap. They had him outnumbered, but maybe they didn't know it at the time. Maybe they didn't have vision on it. But holding the caps is what's going to win the games too, at least in the domination.
Oh yeah. Caps are very important, and a lot of people forget about that, and that's what they did. And I think it also kind of comes up and kind of shows that while the Issei is probably, I think, great at an epicenter situation or as even just a center control, it might not be as good in a domination situation.
Exactly. It can't be everywhere at once. Whereas center cap or epicenter, you got to fly over the cap, the one cap. So that just goes to show you there.
Yep.
Everything has its own weakness.
Oh, yeah. So let's see. Okay, so we do have a swap out on this. We got 3 Jervises up above. And Sina, Poltava. Ooh, Matty Boy unreadied on the Issei. Are we going to see a switch on that? Down below, it looks like we basically have the exact same loadout as before. Let's see. He's still sitting there. But we do have Friar's Lantern, which is a very interesting domination map with different sized caps. That I think, once again, I would really suggest Matty Boy to switch. I definitely think that would probably be the best thing. Let's see, what's everyone talking about? We got Senior and Scotch Order. Sup, everyone? How's it going? Yeah, exactly. Not yep. There's no one size fits all setup within this group. As we can tell, I'm still waiting to see the 4 cruiser setup come back, because that can be substantially deadly and such. And JVX4 or JV14, definitely, I absolutely agree. It's those Dave Bombers. They're kind of good. Okay, they're sticking with the Issei. They are. Pigbay, what's your opinion on Friars? We got a little bit of time before the game starts.
Man, Friars is just one of those matches. You gotta dominate that A cap, and then get your own cap. But there could be a play by sending a majority to the enemy's cap. So, say if your main cap is C, sending them over to B. So it can go either way. I'm just curious to see what they're going to decide to do.
Yep. All right, we are in game. Thank you for that information there. So we do have a bit of a difference. We have 3 Jervises, 3 battleships, and 1 Belfast, if I can talk tonight. And on the other side, they are actually keeping their setup from everything. 2 Jervises, a Shores, a Belfast, and 2 Poltavas and a Florida, which is a very powerful combination. And as we can tell, each team, once again, they're splitting up their firepower, but the down south has that Shores versus 2 Jervises. And then, of course, we got Matty Boy taking his time, spotting, doing a little bit of work, seeing exactly who's where, what's where. This should definitely help out in this map, because it is a very unique cap setup. But as Piggy Bay was saying, is that you might want to actually have an overwhelming firepower on one side versus the other to finally take over one flank. So, as we can go, we got the first starting fires from the Belfast on Yiyo over on their Jervis side, absolutely taking a good amount of damage there. Down here, do we have anything going on? Nope, they are setting up. They're going to go around and probably surprise the crap out of each other. Be like, oh, hi, you're here. We got some spread from the Torps on Night Chris. I have a feeling he's probably going to dodge that and such. But once again, I'm just going to point this out right here. When you have got this skill of play, smoke is not a defensive measure. It's merely a kind of, hey, let's kind of cover myself just a little bit. But when they're good players, and you're not going to be able to hold out there. We have Yoho sending up 1 Jervis up top, merging up with Super Saiyan. So we got 2 down below, Matty Boy and Look You're Dead. And of course, Ricios is pushing and taking care of that. Liho, thank you for the like. right here we do have, right now we got 2 caps taken. Yoho from last game learning a little bit. Hey, let's kind of focus a little bit more on taking those caps, holding it. But I think what they're doing is they're looking for a long turtle. So what they're doing is they kind of took 2, and they're just going to give up on 1 while they burn down and take down 1 thing. We had Night Chris absolutely taking a good amount of damage. There he goes, right down. So right here, we got, right there, Wehrmark taken down. They are taking him down with extreme prejudice since last game with those 2 Jervises, the amount of firepower they have between there. Now, Yi-Yo should have actually been more in front of Wehrmark to give him more forewarning, but definitely having a tough time there. Matty Boy's pushing up. They're basically just ignoring this thing, but they got the points out of it that they needed in order to keep them in the running for a while up here. They've been taking people out. Wehrmark is down. One of their firepowers right there. Yi-Yo's absolutely getting hunted down by Matty Boy. Matty Boy needs to absolutely run along with Look You're Dead. They are getting hunted from behind. And this is a bit of a problem with this turtle setup, is you have 2 flanks you have to worry about. And this north flank has to take out these guys, or they have to help out down below. But as you can tell right there, we just got another person down. Look You're Dead. So right here, Matty Boy is not in a good position. And Ed Cool looks like he's absolutely going to be taking it along with it. And we got the Florida absolutely up and out with the Florida at close range. Absolutely atrociously strong. Ed Cool just absolutely there goes Issei. It just can't do it. As much as it is an HE battleship, it does not have the power of the Nelson or anything like that. So right here, now here's the problem, is they are now surrounded. This is the fault of that setup, is at the moment that you get in that long turtle, you might unfortunately be getting shot at by all sides. So they need to pick a side and focus on it. While they are retaking cap down below, which is going to help them, having multiple targets and not being able to shoot at your main target that's shooting back at you is going to be tough. So looks like Yi-Yo is going out to heal and come back. Ron Swanson's pushing absolutely on Gypsy, but that is a very equal fight between those 2 of them, and one's got more health, so it's all up to firepower and who's shooting correctly. Over here, we got Sinop and TR absolutely holding out C and pushing back this fleet, but we've got the Florida coming in right here, absolutely ready, and they're going right after Ron Swanson. Gypsy actually goes down with the help of Super Saiyan down south. Let's see how this keeps on going. They are going for all 3 caps, which is absolutely great. They are having Trout Bum kind of doing that, but that does pull his firepower out of the situation, because these torps, I don't think they're going to hit and such. But we do have a Belfast and a Sinop right here. That is not a fun setup. But, of course, we do have some torps kind of flowing in right here. Ron Swanson goes down, and like that. Oh, the torps actually did hit El Fuca, and with the Sinop just showing that firepower. Florida's got raw damage, but Sinops and Poltavas are very strong. Now, this is actually a cleanup time. This was not what I was expecting. Holy crap. This is not what I was expecting at all. Captain could obviously take on a Jervis over there in the Sinops, doing as best as he can, but he does have a Belfast backup. We do have Yi-Yo way out in the middle of nowhere, not helping out his team much. And nope. Oh, I thought Ed Cole was gone, but yeah. Wow, I was not expecting this flip. That was very well played on Yoho's part. That was a tough game. They did a very risky strategy, and they almost had it flipped completely on their head. Yeah, Senior, they definitely did do that. Trout Bum's doing the exact right thing, getting that Shore's broadside to a Sinop. Absolute great plan. Super Saiyan's going up to handle Yi-Yo, and African's just not giving a crap. T4 is pushing on this, and just pull the team apart. You got 3 caps. Just wait it out. Just kind of hold yourself, and of course a Jervis. You've got that fuel smoke, and just let those torps rain out. And really, I would just spread, do a wide spread, not even worry about anything. But Captain's going to be pushing on this. Over here, we have, it looks like, 2 Jervises absolutely doing a little bit of a knife fight right here. But one's got a little bit more health. Let's see how this goes over here. You got a little bit of torp dodge and a little torpedo beating right here. But Super Saiyan's got a lot of health on him. Down over here, Captain's absolutely taking on T4, but not going to do a great job. Can Super Saiyan just squeak through? Oh, and there goes the Shores. Super Saiyan didn't get it, though. So, yes, agree that you outplayed them. That was, they did get squished, but they immediately started pulling away and absolutely taking those caps. That was excellent play. Excellent. And right now, African absolutely doing a great job in the Synop, showing the power of the Synop. Though in the previous games, we have seen how it's not as good as the Poltava, but it can do its own. So let's Pig Bay. How did you think of that game?
That was a bit of a wild one. I didn't know where it was going to go, honestly.
Yeah.
Once L4 took control of those two caps in the south, I thought it was going to be done there, but Yoho pulled it out. Trout went around grabbing all the caps, and then not only that, caught El Beluca's Florida flat-footed, sending a stream of torps right into him, pretty much decimating his health, and abandoned all hope there, you know? Very good match. It was very close. That was quite enjoyable to watch, I must say.
Oh yeah, that was a great game from both of them. I thought that Retios had a freaking flip card and Uno card reverse on them on that slow turtle, but man, they absolutely were able to spread those Jervises around and make sure that they actually got those caps and held out, and just kind of played a ring around the rosy with the Southern Fleet kind of type of thing.
Yeah, Drop One pretty much turned that Uno into Yahtzee real quick.
So just getting into the next one, but yep, absolutely amazing plays on those. Let's make sure that I'm going to the right ones, because we have L4 GTM versus Argumo or Legion. We're waiting for the update on that to kind of bring everything up. I believe I sent you the tournament Pig Bay, so we can go over this right now. It looks like Drunken Deckheads versus Shipface. Drunken won that. Of course, we have Peg-Legged versus Recios, and Peg-Leg won on that one. So, Axiom Frontier won against Try, as I would like to go, but Man Girls won against Smoking Steaks in that area. So, that's definitely good. OT6 versus Toxic. Toxic keeps on moving up on that one. That's great. And our next game is WB24. So we are still waiting for a full update on the website. And it is Argumo. So it's Argumo versus L4 GTAM. Let's see how this goes, and let's wait for the invite. I'm no surprise that Toxic won that one, but yep. How's everyone enjoying the stream? Hopefully it's going well and everything. We had some very tense games, especially those last two. Those were damn good. Damn good. Let's see. Let's make sure that I actually get an L4. Let's see, Argumo. Do that. While we wait, we're just going to quickly go to in between. Everyone grab a drink, grab some water. I'm gonna need something, and I'm just gonna wait for the next invite. All right, we got our next invite. So right now, what do we got here? We have Bluefront Domination is the next map, and we're just waiting for a few more people to bring up. But of course, Argumo up top on base A, on team A and everything like that. They've got an Akazuki, which is an interesting pick. Two of them, to be exact. Though someone's in Mikasa, so I have a feeling not everyone's set up yet. Yeah, Pig Bay, Mikasa clutch. What do you think? Would that be clutch at tier 7?
Oh, most definitely. Mikasa just brings so much to the table, you know?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. But down below, we definitely have a good amount. With L4 down below in Team B, we got a Labrock Moss, which was actually something I kind of figured would be a great counter to the Jervis. But at the same time, those Torps don't do as much. So, but we do have, once again, an Issei coming out of there. Belfast, West Virginia, Poltava, Duca. Kind of a standard setup right there, 2-2-3. Yep. See, Lord is saying man girls versus Axiom. That's going to be a tight fight. That's going to be a hard one. And like that. Of course, up here we've got Sims, Gajimata, and a Jervis. So we got a 3-1-3 setup up top with the lovely Argumo. And of course, I'm holding them up. So, I'm doing a great job, I know, right? Yeah, look, another Issei. But of course, this is a lot more caps. So this is where the Issei is going to be a little bit better. Where the firepower is not needed, it's the knowledge is going to be needed. Where over here, they're not necessarily focusing on that. So let's see how this goes. So we got 3-1-3 versus 2-2-3. Let's go. Let's pop this up. So of course on this map, for a lot of people who don't know, you're obviously going to take B and C. It's going to be where are you going to shuffle and where are you going to focus. There's a lot of teams that will choose A or D, or they'll split up their factions independently. Though what up here specifically the F&D squadrons are going to do is they are going to spot against Argumo over here. They're going to try to get as much information, try to see exactly where they're going with those 3 DDs. Versus an Issei, you know exactly where those DDs, so they don't have their ability to hide as much as they used to, and that's definitely a problem. Though once again, you can see with the Issei's fighters just not making it. Issei's burning the fighters early, but of course we have B and C taken. Yep, first team you get outside caps. We'll see. Obviously, with this setup, as I can tell, they know exactly where the DDs are, and they know where the fleet's moving, so they're going to the other side to absolutely hold. Casey's holding back right there, because, hey, you don't want to run directly into all this firepower in a Belfast. Doesn't matter how OP you are for that tier. That is still a hard thing. Hocus Pocus and Frying Dungbat is definitely holding out D, so it's 2-2 right now on caps. Up here, as we can tell, it's going to probably start getting into a bit of a slugfest down here. It's going to be who can order those decisive strikes with torpedoes and or hit those Citadel crises. So we got both going on right here. Let's see how's it going. We holding out there. So Jervis, it's a little risky there to go there because of course they got Liechtenstein holding and screening. Yeah, all the DDs are doing the right thing. They're screening for those torps so that the larger battleships can just focus on shooting and they can be the early detection system for torpedoes. As you can tell, the Gajimata with Yabuti is absolutely getting detected by the Issei. But when you're getting into these slugfests, this is where the Issei's firepower decrease is going to be a bit of a struggle. But because of the Issei's presence and being able to see where everything is, these DDs are kind of getting shut down and getting prevented. Right over here, KCD's kind of going out in the middle of nowhere. I'm betting it's running from a Poltava and a Sinop, kind of doing a smart move right there. While we have Liechtenstein and the Labrock Moss with Hocus Pocus, absolutely getting straight up and ready to attack from there. You're seeing the firepower of the Labrock Moss. It can be incredibly strong there, but you do have to be careful as you don't have that. Right now, we've got F&D's squadron right here, absolutely pushing on them right there. So right here, you're going to start seeing a little bit more torp usage. As you can see, these battleships are starting to slow down. They're going to get ready for those torps to get dropped from the Sims right here. Though the Sims torps are quite slow, but let's see if... Ooh, that's going to be a full hit of Sim torps. They don't hurt much, but they still hurt. But as you can tell right here, we have a decisive push along with a little bit of a ringer out here, absolutely pushing and making sure they can't hold out and just sit there and just kind of be like, oh, well, they're just battleships. No, you have a cruiser out there right there. Your booty goes down right there. Kind of pulled out just a little bit too much. Fired a wide spread of torps on there. Unfortunately, most missed. and such, absolutely pulling in. But we do have, basically they're kind of pulling around, going, basically you've got two teams kind of rotating around the map right now and pushing on B with the Belfast pushing, which is a great idea, though it does have Jervis right in front of him, which, ooh, look inside. You got to play that a little bit better. That's going to, Belfast ain't no joke and such. Looks like C is going to be taken as the battleships absolutely push. The Issei is showing and pushing itself pretty quick, but I'm betting it's because all the fighters are gone, so might as well use your health while your enemy eats up that, and then therefore you can take the health for the people who actually can do the damage. So right there, Bravo is absolutely getting pushed on over here. Left inside, pulled away. B's absolutely defenseless right now, though Hocus Pocus has sent out Torps and getting ready for Matt to absolutely come around the corner. 3-1 cap. This is getting tight. Once again, this map kind of turned into a little bit of one, side v side, and it's who's going to make more of the decisive push. Got a lot of health left, but we do have a few decisive capabilities right there. Matt's not looking good in the Belfast over there, along with the Issei starting to take some damage. But once again, it doesn't matter at this point. We do have, looks like they do still have some bombers, but at this point you can see most of everyone, and kind of just as long as you can keep those DDs down, the Issei shows how clutch it can be and how strong. Over here, Flying Dumbback absolutely doing a great job as a ringer, along with Casey pulling people out and kind of just being kind of capable in there, but it's only going to last for so long with the Poltava. That's going to take a little bit of damage, but it is all about damage with the Poltava, so you do have to watch out for that. It is 2-2 now with the caps. We've got more fighters going out over there, and of course Duca with flying is just hunting down Bravo, just absolutely getting back there, but he is of course getting backed up by a good team of long-range fire support from that side. And this is tight games tonight. We do have a good amount of ships kind of playing at long range, sitting out there in some places, kind of removing themselves from the battle. But right now, with FND's squadron, they're definitely they've got the win. So why push it? Flying Bombback's kind of hiding up a little bit, kind of holding up. It's like why push their effort? Why push their strengths when they absolutely have the win right now with just general points? With only 41 seconds left, though, the Belfast has to be very careful with KCD over there. That's pretty tough, and let alone Flying Dumbback's a pretty big ship trying to be behind that island right there. Let's see. We only got 30 seconds. They have to eliminate Casey, which I think Bort will definitely do, but down here, there's just so much health, and there's so much health on that side. Let's see, can we get any more? Ooh, yeah, Belfast over here. Matt and Casey are not looking good in the Belfast. And I have a feeling it's coming out FND's winning. Like that, yep. Nice play on FND. Going around, just kind of switching around, dragging out the game. When you're winning, why screw up? So, Pig Bay. Love to know your analysis of the game.
So, basically, in the beginning, both teams kind of had this pseudo turtle going on until F&D started pushing in down south.
Yep.
But then that created this ring around the rosy situation. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on what side you're on, Gajawada went down. That gave them the points lead, and then they didn't push the issue at that point,
Oh, yeah.
Why try to win harder? But...
Yep. Never snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sometimes you just gotta play it.
Though Casey and the Belfast took a massive hit that almost killed them up north. I don't know if it would have been enough, but it would have been closer.
Yep. And as Scott Shorter kind of said, that the FND push, that absolutely worked. And they took their time. They didn't let the DDs take advantage of that push. And because of just their capabilities with the Issei of spotting the DDs, they were able to keep those DDs shut down.
Yeah. And one of the things is that I'm questioning the Gajamata pick, because if you have deep water torps, you cannot hit DDs, as we all know, or as we should know. And if you're just spreading out these torps and you got DDs screening for them, Well, why not have regular torps that can hit the DDs just in case? You know, every
It,
damage adds up eventually, you know?
once again, why not have a Jervis?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. So, it looks like we are readying up. We do have a few changes here and there, it looks like, but no Gajimata change. It's kind of an interesting thing. Let's see how this is going. Yeah, I think we're pretty much staying the same for this game. Yep. Nope, someone dropped. But big race. This is, once again, we had a very good game yesterday in this. Is very much, you got to take A or C. B is a contestation cap after that, and we are going in. So, slight change ups on the games. This is, once again, we are doing a 3-1-3 on both sides, so a lot of firepower on both, which makes sense for this map. You're not really worrying about knowing where DDs are because of how small the map is, and also we've played this map for so many years. We're definitely good. So let's see how this goes. So with the smaller cap of A, you typically are going to have someone do that, or you're going to have everyone go BC or AB, kind of a split between the two of them. Yep. We decided to drop. Yep. Small little reset. Not quite there. Not quite there. Hope everyone's having a great night. Hope everything's going well for a Saturday night. Let's see what was the problem. No, we got some rule changes. While we wait for these two teams to kind of figure out what's going on there, let everyone like, subscribe, follow. I will definitely be doing more of these Ruler of the Waves, and I'd love to bring Pig Bay in more, and maybe he'll be streaming the next one too as well. I think it'd be a great time for both of us. It'd be so much fun. Hopefully you like the content. I normally release 5 videos a week of Blitz content, and I will be kind of exploring other things soon. So, Spectra, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I do stream on all platforms, so if you do want to view it in a different way, not on Facebook, not on YouTube or anything like that, you of course can choose. So, oh yeah, we got some rules. Yep, there was, so it looks like there might be a problem with changing the amount of times. Changing the amount because it was Pigbay, can you remind me which team had 2-2-3? Do you remember?
I do not remember.
Last match was 2-2-3 versus 3-1-3, right? I think it was. Can someone get a confirmation? I can't go back in the replay on YouTube.
I'm looking at my notes real quick.
Just want to confirm if someone can go back like 4 minutes in YouTube. Because I believe it was.
You're talking for the previous match, right?
Yeah, previous match.
All right, I'll go back.
Because I think it was 2-2-3 versus 3-1-3, and the whole reason they had that. Because they had a short, they had a Duca and a Belfast. Right?
All right, I just pulled up the screen right now. So with the Argon, we have 3-1-3, and then over on the other, we have 3-2-2.
Yeah, it's 2-3-3 versus 3-1-3. Yeah, there was a difference. Okay, so they did change. It looks like they went either way. So let's see how this goes. See how this handles. So we'll pop up here. Looks like for the rules, it might not be. They might not be able to actually change in between games. So let's kind of go into this big race. How are we doing with this? Okay, it looks like Flying Dunback and maybe. Oh no, it looks like we might have a battle for B here, along with maybe one Jervis going south. Yep, but we got Argon F moving most of their firepower north. They're mostly going up that way while letting in basically the cruiser and 3 DDs moving in on B, absolutely giving up on A. So we of course got a ringer over here with Flying Dumback going to A, absolutely uncontested, along with KCD, which needs to probably switch up immediately and get moving towards B. But we do have the vast majority of the firepower on Argumo's side going north and holding into one particular area. Matt in the Belfast is holding right there. See? Argumo has B. All right, here we do have the LeBrock attempting to push, but because of this amount of DDs, even the firepower of the LeBrock is a little bit of a rough time. Ooh, yeah, Booty still did take that torp, but the one big thing is right here is Liechtenstein up here needs to absolutely take advantage of absolutely having, he should be able to see that there's 3 DDs here. He should start absolutely taking them out or helping out and screen up and take out Yabuti right here while he transitions to screen for these battleships over here. So while these two are fighting right here, we of course got a Belfast versus Belfast over here with Flying Dumback and Matt and such holding up. They're just slugging it out. It's 2 Belfast versus each other. You're gonna have a good time. See, Hocus Pocus is launching off torps spread out. Sims missed it. Once again, that's kind of a decisive pick on the Sims. I'm not exactly sure why people choose that, but that might just be what they have. Though you do have to watch out. LeBrock will absolutely hurt you over here, while we have Liechtenstein seemingly losing out his ability to have stealth torps getting hit by some of the battleships, while you have all 3 of them just juking back and forth. We've got still holding B, but once again, they gave up A, and they still don't have C. Argumo definitely needs to push up and take another cap, or they're just going to start losing out that. Then on cap points, let's see right here. What's the plays? What's the next play? Flying Dumback is getting prepared to take on Matt, but Flying Dumback is having a bit of a time down here. Matt definitely probably should push and have the right to absolutely do so. Flying Dumback is having to deal with torpedoes over here and having to deal with a Belfast pushing on him. Nice job on a pincer move right here. Flying Dumback dodges that torp, but oof, there goes a Belfast. That's an incredibly powerful pick to lose right early in this game, but we still have a good amount of firepower, and also still Matt needs to get back into battle on top of the northern areas. Up here we have 2 DDs obviously screening up here to try to handle all this stuff. Let's see. Ooh, Admiral Big Balls just getting hit right there. They need to take that hole there. You got the Gaj Yamada absolutely firing on the Poltava in West Virginia at long range. Down here, now we flip the caps. Definitely doing a good job on that, and with that 1 kill, definitely helping out right there. Kumar, thank you for the like. So as you can tell, these streams of torps, once again, I'll keep on highlighting, but you got to make sure you spread them out just a little bit. Sinop goes down. That's a little bit of a rough one, but at the same time, still Belfast, that's a lot of utility, and Big Balls just goes down on that side. This is getting tight. Let's see if they can push further on this and such. You can see KCD's kind of moving out. Maybe these widespread torps might get a little few hits on him and such, while Hocus Pocus is definitely taking some hits. Well, Green TNT retakes B. Caps, once again, are going to be decisive in this game, and Argumo is definitely coming back on that sense. Matt's going to be definitely a ringer right now. He's kind of going bad in that sense, but he does have to worry about Poltava's no joke against the Belfast. Up here, we've got Jervis versus a Sims, actually. Sorry, my bad on that, along with a Gajimata still kind of putting out there, which I'm still kind of wondering about that. But American bad. There he goes. There's a powerhouse right there. Though Bravo is definitely not looking good, but Bort's still at full health. Matt just took down the LeBrock Moss, and now basically he's going to start pelting KCD up here. We've got the Sims firing torps on the West Virginia, though it looks like probably going to dodge just because the Sims torps are just really slow. You do have to worry about that, but Jervis obviously can help out there. And the West Virginia is once again a powerhouse, but we've got two. We got a Poltava, and Gajimata actually went down. So we just have that versus these two, while this Poltava literally gets played with by a Belfast and a Jervis. Those torps are probably never going to hit. So definitely a tough decision here. I have a feeling Tactology is going down on F&D's side over here. Derpy's got to watch out. They've got a lead. Don't lose it. I have a feeling they're going to pull this lead right out. Though Jervis, yep, there you go. There, right here. You're starting to see this little spread here and such. It takes a little bit longer to fire off, but of course, if you would fire it on line, Bravo probably could have dodged just a little bit of them or most of them, but here, you can't dodge them. Doot, and just dead right there. A little bit of a trade there. Still not enough when you've got the caps. And so KCD is getting moved on by a Sims, by a Belfast, and by a Jervis. Having a tough time there. Right there, and Casey goes down. Now it is just Jervis hunting. It's going to go down over 7 with 10 seconds to go. And pretty much that's it. That's all she wrote on the second game. I thought the ringer down south would actually work, but not there. Did not work. Still, not a bad game. Pig Bay, what are your thoughts?
I thought it was a very good match, back and forth. I think the deciding factor was once the Belfast went down. Once the Belfast went down by torps from Jervis and Matt taking, smacking him with his AP. Once that happened, it allowed them to take A with uncontested, and then they just encircled them from A and C. Very well played by Argon, I must say.
Yeah, it definitely was a very good game. Yep. So, but best of 3. So, definitely handling both. We're going to have some fun here. But let's see what everyone's doing on this. So, Haven, this one's a fun one. We actually had a very interesting game with a few of the ringers on this, and that was actually the game yesterday that absolutely kind of came with the 4 cruisers setup with an Indianapolis. Let's see what they're doing here. Alright. So, hope everyone's having a good time watching these expert games. People that are way better than myself and such at absolutely killing with it. Tactics are great. So, let's see what we got here. Okay, we've got Argon absolutely ready. We're just waiting for Flying Dumb back down off of L4. Let's see what happens. I think that last game, before we get into the next one, I think it really was that utility went down, and that threat of that utility just started the roll. I think that's how I'd kind of say it.
I would agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Not having that radar and sonar.
Yep.
You definitely lose a layer of protection.
Yep. I was wondering about that northern area, and I think I'm still on that Gajimata along with you. So that Gajimata pick is just a unique one. But I was waiting for that northern DD to absolutely take it on him, where it's like, hey, you know where all the DDs are. You've got 3 battleships in front of you. Go have fun. And it didn't seem like they did. They executed on that. So,
well, you got to also remember these players are definitely the best of the best, and if they see a DD, it's not going to be like a regular random match. They're going to shoot it, you know.
Yeah, they are going to focus fire, especially at that range with the firepower that they have.
So I can see where he wanted to play a little safer. I don't blame him for it.
Yeah, I don't blame it either, but I just, like, there was a game yesterday with Bliskovica in it, and it should have been playing with its food more, as I'd like to say it, is that you need to be constantly getting those torp tubes and everything emptied right, so that basically you just keep those floods going consistently, and that could have really spelled an end to one flank, but just didn't seem like he focused and pushed that advantage when he had that attempt.
I remember that match. Yeah, he was also firing from like max distance too. So
yeah, with 2 battleships that were just sitting right around the corner, it's like, come on. I know it's a Nelson. That's dangerous for a tier 7 DD, but at the same time, you've got plenty of room. Use those fast torps. Push that luck.
Yep.
All right, so we do have a game crash, so we are holding out for Flying Dumbback and potentially Big Balls too. Find out too. So we're on game 3, if I'm correct, between these two, 1-1. I can't keep shit straight tonight. F&D for the win. They definitely have it. They are definitely working hard.
Honestly, you can go either way.
Oh yeah.
We saw it with the last match.
Oh yeah. What's up, man, boy? Captain Phasma, Army Vet, how's it going? Let's see if we've got any more updates on the... Oh, we actually do have some updates. While we're waiting for this, quickly go over to this. We do have Drunken Deckard versus Pegleg Pirates has won. We are still waiting for Axiom versus Man Girls to see how that game runs out. And down here, it seems like OT6 beat out Toxic Inc. and such, with L4 GTAM recorded as actually 2 wins right now. Am I missing something? Stop simping F&D. F&D is so trash. It's gonna have some fun. F&D's no joke. Argumo's no joke. They're good. Pigbait, is it 1-1?
Yep, it is 1-1. Both games that we have watched have gone the full length. Because
Web24 has recognized that Argumo has lost 2-0.
That's not how it went down.
That's not right. Oh, jeez. Who's on? Shoot. I'm just gonna say we're just waiting for things to go on. I don't know what's going on here, but definitely right now they're already recorded as 2-1 or 2-0 with OT6 versus L4 in 3-2.
Yeah, I'm seeing it too, but I mean, I also saw with my own eyes that we're both 1-1.
Weird. Yeah, it is game crash. It happens. It has AU best fleet and such. Yeah, this is a tight one. Definitely Drunken Deckhead versus Peglet. I was expected a 2-1 there situation. Still waiting on Axiom versus Man Girls on that one. That one's gonna be an interesting fight. OT6 versus Toxic though. That's it's gourmet. All right, looks like we're ready. We're going to do this. So maybe there was just a miscalculation within the web side, so we'll hold on to that. We're going in the game. And I've got it on the right scene. Just make sure I don't screw up like yesterday. Who is Gourmet? Gourmet is one of the F&D guys. Not in this, but he's a part of F&D Squadron. Or Fleet, I should say. That one. So he's qualified, right? I don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to let the admins understand. I am merely here to watch and observe. I am the watcher. I'm just kidding. Alright, so Haven right here, as we're going to see, we're absolutely pushed towards A and D. This is a very easy cap to grab. Might as well grab it. Takes forever for the enemy team to get to. But, so we can see right here, yeah, Booty is definitely moving towards B. They did bring an Issei this time, so they are going to be spotting up and doing everything. Oh, Gourmet is actually in the West Virginia. That's why people were saying his name. So they did do a team swap out due to crashes, it seems like, or something like that. So right here, the entire team right here is beginning to kind of create what I would say is a bit of a screen and a turtle right here. You're going to probably see this Synop go between these two mountains right here, these islands, and kind of the rest of the team kind of float around, use these islands. We actually saw yesterday right around here, right in front of this island, basically two battleships just basically hold down an entire flank by themselves while two other battleships couldn't shoot them. Absolutely winning them the game over here. We've got over here, we've got A and B. We do not have a C taken yet, but we do have a lot of torps creating a massive screen over here. Hopefully Hocus Pocus is ready for that. Once again, Duca with Casey is going for a ringer situation, but on this map, that's a little bit of a dangerous situation, as you may start to run into a situation where you're too far out to actually help out. Duca does have a range, though, so you can play with that. So right up here, we have, seems like Sims with Derpy is absolutely going to be pushing on this Issei Poltava combo right here. And with that, we're 2-2 on the caps and such. As you can tell, just the amount of firepower going around and spreading about, definitely helping out, keeping teams at bay. But as you can see, the majority amount of their turtle firepower is sitting all right here. Not really sure what Bosun is doing right here besides shooting the island. Does have that problem. These ships are technically, in my opinion, removing themselves from the game. So why are you worrying about them? You have these ships absolutely pushing on you. You need to get these ships over here helping out here, because right now you got Matt just by himself, Green TNT by himself. They're pushing on 3 people while these 4 right here are all right next door, going right to your cap and pushing on a significant peninsula of your team. That's pretty dangerous there. But it does seem like Matt is able to run away and such. Let's see. Yeah, right here you got an Issei all the way out there. What is Argumo doing on the hunting situation? Yeah, you could go for caps and everything, but you do need to think about just taking on the targets that are actually closest to cap so you can push on that next cap. So, but right here, as you can tell, we got some torpedo beats going on, which is going great for them. Admiral Big Balls is up against the freaking end of the map over here, while once again KCD kind of sitting out that far, just doing a little bit of fire damage on a Poltava that's been trying to hold this flank against a Belfast and a Duca. That's not going to be a fun game for him and such. Green TNT just took a big, gigantic hit right there. Just worry about that, though. It does look like Yabuti and Green TNT are pulling back and going after that, because you do have Gourmet just sitting here all by himself. No screen, no protection. Absolutely. While the West Virginia's maneuverability is great and its defenses are great, it still is a dead-in-the-water target. So we got over here, Bravo absolutely getting pelted by the cruisers. They're doing a great job here, and once again, Casey's showing that Ringer sometimes can help with this situation, but they've spread out this entire team with a lot of firepower over here, and ooh, Big Balls is about to take some definite hits from Derpy up here, but not too many. Simstorps don't really hurt, along with Technology absolutely raining in some fire right here. They are getting shot at by all sides. Ooh, Hocus Pocus Let's see. Are you going to be able to dodge it? Are you going to be able to turn fast enough? Ooh, he just took a back hit. Ooh. Okay, Bosun is down up north from the Issei and the Poltava up there. Man, this is a lot of stretching of your firepower, and Argon's having a tough time with this. I don't know. They are getting shot from all around, but this game is in the situation where that's a good thing. So, as we can tell over here, Gajimata with Booty having a bit of a tough time right here. But Hocus Pocus is going down from green TNT. Nice work, but he does have a Liechtenstein right in front of him. Absolutely Jervis to hit him. Let's see. Are we going to see it? There goes down. Ooh. Man. Ooh, they spread out their firepower way too far and such. And the ringer over here, Casey, that's where you have the ringer idea. Like, you just have a roamer that sometimes they can pull it off. You know, you can have that happen, but there's other times, no. Stop simping FND. I'm not simping because they're just playing it better. They are. And Argon should have, or Argumo should have absolutely not spread themselves out. That's the difference. And such, trust me, I view Argon with high respect. They are very good players. I am not simping for either team. I am just enjoying some damn good gameplay. Argon is kind of sneaking into BCAP. Maybe there might be some mess-ups here. Technology's got green TNT's too low. Derpy's over there. We got Poltava with Burt. KCD took some massive hits from Bort, but Bort is probably going to go down because of American Badass over here. Yep, and there goes D is gonna be switching over, but B's gonna be switching over if Matt decides to take that and such. Green TNT's holding over there. Argon, this is gonna be a tight game, but nope, just not enough. Yep, just not enough. That was too much stretching to the firepower. You basically got shot at from all sides. You've got coverage from all sides. You can't shoot it on everyone at all the time. And that's just the whole Northern Fleet action that happened up there. That was excellent diversion from the FND squadron. I don't know why Argon took that bait. Don't know why. Yep. But Pigbay, what'd you think?
Well, I thought the same thing. All right, if you were really worried about those battleships, maybe have one DD up there just sending out torps to keep them at bay. You know what I mean? Every now and then, but don't have two battleships up there. You know?
Yeah.
Their forces got spread out way too thin, and eventually just got worn down. You know, a battle of attrition.
Yeah.
Just what happened.
Absolutely. So, next games that are up, let me quickly make sure that I'm quoting the next one. But it really was one of those times. I just think that they took the bait, and when they took the bait, they spread out their firepower too much. Can't do much against that after that point.
Yeah, especially when you had the two cruisers rolling down from the south all the way to that far right cap. You know, it was pretty uncontested. The way that those guys were able to poke out there like that.
Oh, yeah. Alright, cool. We are going to put up and get ready for, let's see, I'm at 3-2. Yes, I'm at 3-2. Thank you, Carlin, for the like and the follow. So I'm going to see if we've got the next game going. Let me update this and such. Some of the things Man Girls beat out Axiom Frontier. Damn, nice play on that side. That must have been a very good match. That must have been a very good match. But
I just gotta say, I love the name Man Girls, by the way.
I know, right? Oh, yeah. So we got Drunken Deckheads versus Man Girls versus OT6 versus L4 GTAM. So definitely going to be great on that. Definitely be great. Still waiting for updates and invites. So, of course, just going to wait on that. Hope everyone's having a great stream. And a fun time watching this really good gameplay. I feel like we've had some very strong games and some very some decisive actions that ended up doing that. So, and I'm loving the talking chat. Absolutely loving it. Okay, don't say quit the game. Come on, let's be positive. Let's say, hey, just get better, scrub. Like, come on, we can do this. Cruzette, I want to say, thank you for the follow. We're already stopped. Enjoy the stream. Alright. Let's see. Never mind watching it now. Oh. Nah. It is OP stream, still no. Yeah. So, just waiting for stuff. I'm going to wait for, I'm betting there might be kind of some holding out on here on terms of time. So, but as of right now, this is a setup right now. We ended up watching OT6 yesterday, and I believe they did pretty well, but I think they lost if I'm remembering right, but it probably might not be. So, but Drunken versus Man Girls and OT6 versus L4 GTM. I'm gonna wait for the next invite and we shall see what exactly goes on. I have a friend request. Nope, no new friend request. So let's see that. Take out you got the. What are y'all doing in chat? Do I need to be a parent in here? RF lot is greater than L4 TAM. Let's go. I know I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the invite. I'm just waiting for it. We shall see. They might just hold off and wait in between because it seems like we might be waiting for an extra game to get finished. They maybe took a little while. So, be right back. All right, we are back, and we are actually in game immediately. Perfect. Okay, so let's make sure we got everything in game. Not doing that again. So, I like potatoes. I will start moderating chat if I have to. Don't make me. Okay, let's keep this civil. Alright, there we go. Okay, so right now up top, we have AU versus L4 Tam. Let's do this. So, up top, of course, we have the AU side, or OT6 specifically. And then, of course, Team Bravo, we have the wonderful L4 GTM. So, Russian AU OP. Potatoes come from America. They come from all around the world. You can grow potatoes all over. Come on, people. Come on. So, we're having disconnect issues right now. So, let's do this. Rooting for AU this time. Oh, we got yeah. Which side is everyone on chat rooting for? Big Bay, who are you thinking?
It's a hard choice, man. I feel like they can go either way. It's gonna come down to the picks, you know.
Especially with straight domination. This is a tough map. You have to play it right, or you can really screw yourself over.
Like, I'm liking the Nelson picks, but I'm also questioning it in a domination map with its speed only being 23 knots.
In my opinion, I think Nelson picks are definitely a shutdown for DDs in this map because it's such a small map. You're having that ability to just nuke DDs whenever you want to.
Yeah, and then they become afraid of pushing in.
Yep.
So they have to take these long range, shots.
Especially with 3 Nelsons and 2 radar cruisers and 2 sonar DDs. That's a very good coverage, though. I would question the Helena pick over in Indianapolis, but at the same time, both pretty good.
15 guns. I mean, it's hard to argue.
I know, right? But it's the Helena. That's just me. I've been kind of cursed with it still.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not an easy ship to play.
But we do have some interesting picks with the Bliskavika down south, along with 4 Poltavas. Oh wait, actually might have some switches, because that's a lot of firepower. I was wondering, where's the Belfast? Well, you have to almost have a Belfast in this crew.
Yeah, or at least some type of radar.
Yep.
At least.
And also, everyone's saying AU got Stalin guided shells. It's like, come on, dude. Like Nelsons. am I screwing this up? No, the L4's got the Poltavas. Nope. Where the Nelson's up top, that's some Churchill guided shells right there.
Her Majesty.
Yep, Her Majesty's guided shells.
Her Majesty's shells.
But we have some holds ups right here. So buffering. Do we have an issue? I'm seeing no dropped frames right now. Hopefully everything's holding up. Please let me know if the stream is having issues so I can try to work on that before the stuff goes down. Yeah, get right and grab our Russians. Alright. So we're all locked and loaded. And we're in. Alright. So we have once again a 3. Oh, they swapped it. There is no Belfast on the AU side. That's an interesting pick. That in this map, I kind of almost feel like that's fine. But you lose that one radar. Yeah, we will. As we can kind of go right now, of course, the teams are kind of swapped up. So, of course, each team, in my opinion, should go towards the higher firepower situation. So the 3 goes to the 4, and of course, vice versa. So, as we can tell, L4 is looking south. With Agent, it looks like Shores might be joining him too as well. Up here, wow, these